Good morning, people. Do you know how much you're eating? Are you aware? Because it seems a lot of people are not. They'll say that they're active, and some will even say they're on only 1,000 calories, and they're clearly not because their physical form doesn't show that. Let's put it politely. They'll also say they hardly have any meals a day, which can't be true. If they're on 1,000 calories and they're active, there's no way in the world that they can't be losing weight if they're sticking to that and they're on that day by day. Now, 1,000 calories is getting to competition level when you're going down to that, to these girls who's on stage, going up for preps and stuff. But celebrity, get me out of here. Look at all the contestants who go on there. And when they go in there, they're governed by the food they're given. Beans and rice. Minimal food. So you look at pictures of them when they come out, or through the stages of them being in there. Did they all lose weight? Yes. Why? Because they're on a controlled diet. What they eat is controlled. They have no power over it. So without them even doing anything, they're losing the weight. Because they're on a lower calorie and they're not even active. Well, some of them are, but some of them are just sat in camp all the time. That's how low their calories are. So that's how important calories in to calories out is. This Monjaro, people who's been overweight for ages, we're seeing photos of them now and they've lost weight. Now, these have been the same people who were saying they're hardly on any calories, but they're still putting weight on. But one of the key ingredients in Monjaro is an appetite suppressant, which is stopping them from eating, which in turn is then lowering the calories and they're losing weight. Shock. So I think people aren't aware or they're in denial of what they're eating. I see some diets, when I get given a diet, and they'll say they are eating less food and they're putting on weight. And you'll look at the food they're eating, and yeah, they're not eating a great deal, but they're not managing the food very well. Fats has 9 calories per gram, but carbs and protein, they only have 4. So you're eating, well, if you're eating fat, you've got a lot of fat in your diet, you've got more than double the amount of calories per gram. So in that turn, when you work out your grams in food weight, you've got less food. So there's ways you can play with it. I mean, some people are more sensitive to carbs, some to fats. So that's why it's best to track your food. And I mean, be honest with it. Every single meal or a bit of food you put in your mouth, you log. Easy apps out there, I think NutriCheck, MyFitnessPal. Everything you do, just test it for a week. Put everything into that app. Anything you put in, like biscuits you picked up, or your little boys or kids gave you a biscuit, you put that biscuit in your mouth, log it. Someone at work has had a birthday, they brought in a piece of cake, log it. You've made yourself a cup of tea, or 2, or 3, log them. Because like I said, cups of teas also, they're hidden calories. People don't think about things like that. Now, if you have a cup of tea with milk in it and 2 sugars, you're talking 60 odd calories. You have 2 or 3 of them, you know, you're getting up there. You're getting up there to a meal. You need to put everything down and be honest with yourself. Because if you're not, you just be one of them people in denial saying, I'm hardly eating anything, I'm only having 1 meal a day, I'm just big boned, or I just can't lose weight. No, it's not. It's because you're not managing your meals properly. You're not aware of what you're eating. You're not aware of what calories are in what. That's why a lot of times you have a coach there for you. Not only are they there for accountability, but they're to manage the food, and then also with you logging the food and they're putting down the food they're giving you, or you can do this yourself. You can find out what foods agree with you, what foods don't agree with you, what's easily digestible, because digesting food as well plays a big part. If you don't digest very well, it's not good for you. So yeah, little challenge for you. Go out there and download an app, and I want you for a week, if you can, track every single little bit you eat. And if you're one of the people who's saying you're on 1,000 odd calories and you're active and you're not losing weight, you'll be very surprised and you'll realise you're eating a lot more than what you think you are. Right, I'll leave you with that one. And if you do it by next week, come back to me, send me a message, let me know how you get on, and tell me if I'm right or if I'm wrong. Have a wonderful day. Lovers or haters, see you later.